If you're dreaming of that walkable European village style lifestyle, don't go anywhere. We are here in Villebois in Wilsonville today. We're going to explore this community. Think pocket parks, village square, walkability, access to nature, all of that is right here in this community. We're gonna explore it together, and we're even gonna take a look at a couple homes here so you can get a little bit of an idea of what is available here. Let's go check it out. By the way, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Here on this channel, we explore communities and neighborhoods here in the Portland Metro. We also explore some of the really cool lifestyle things, some of the unique businesses and things to do in the area. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Okay, I am starting out here in the village center, the Piazza. This is a central point here in Villebois in the community. Just got my coffee from the little coffee cart over here. And this is a central gathering spot. You can see people around just relaxing in the beautiful weather today. You've got this little village market here for the community. Is actually pretty active here today because they are finally starting on some additions to this mixed use space here. I don't think I mentioned that before. This is about 20 years ago they started this, a little bit longer than that. So, and they're still building it out. So very developed, a lot of this community is done, but obviously they're continuing to expand and add to this. So this will be more of that mixed use space. I'm not sure exactly what's going to go in there yet, but they're finally building that out. But yeah, just a really great space here to gather. They have events here. You got the fountain behind you here, just that central gathering point for a community like you have in your European villages, which is the vibe that they're trying to get here. And you'll see more of that as we get into the housing, just the style of construction, the style of housing, the types of housing, how this is organized in the community really has that European vibe going for it. So let's go check out some of the streets and some of the housing options here. One of the great things about this community is that you can really live here no matter what phase you are in life. They've got just a really big variety of housing types. So you have, your apartments back at the village square, the Piazza, right around there, if that is what you're looking for. You have condos kind of right around the corner from there. If you're looking for something entry level, super low maintenance, you have these townhomes, row homes here behind me and are right around the corner here that I'm going to get to. So and then you have your single family homes. You have some on a little bit smaller lots that are a little bit tighter. And then you have some that, that spread out a little bit more. So you've got a really big variety, just really depending on what you're looking for price point wise and lifestyle wise, right? So you want the single family home, you want, the space, a little bit of a yard maybe. Although really, you don't really need a yard much here with all the parks. We'll get to that here in a little bit, but they've got all of that available here. So I always say you can really go through every phase of life here. You could start here with your very first home, maybe get into a condo when you're young and starting out, and then move up from there into your townhome. Then from there, move on to your single family home, and then go back the other way if you want and downsize into something a little bit smaller and get back into that condo. So you could run the whole cycle forward and back if you wanted to stay here your whole life. And there's certainly that opportunity to do that, or to move into this area, this community, whatever phase of life you're in. By the way, see if we can see it here in the background. You do find some of this throughout here too, just depending on what street you're on. Fantastic mountain views back there behind me. I don't know if you can see that there. You can see Mount Hood in the background on this street. So, and then I kind of turn the corner here. You can really feel that European influence in the design of the housing. You see you got these walk-up townhomes here, the stairs going up, the living space below and above. I just love the feel here in this particular part of the community, and we'll see all the different variety here in a bit, but you can really feel that European influence on streets like this here. And this is just right down the street from the Piazza. So, picture just like that European influence, walk out your front door, come down your steps, walk a block away, go down to your little market, grab your cup of coffee from the little coffee shop, and there you go, walkable. Get to all of those things right at your fingertips here. So let's go check out another couple streets and a couple more of the different kinds of housing options that are here in Villebois. Okay, as we're walking over to another area, and we're gonna check out one of the homes over here. Again, more of that European influence. You got the brick streets on some of these spots, just trying to create that cobblestone street look here. Yeah, and just, I mean, look at this. It just feels great right here on this street, nice and quiet. And you got your beautiful brick buildings here, beautiful brick row homes, townhomes, and the cobblestone brick streets. I mean, just a beautiful vibe right here in this, and it definitely has that European village feel going on streets like this. Okay, another place to stop here real quick as we're on our way to our first home tour. I mean, look at these gorgeous homes. I mean, definitely that European influence in the design on these beautiful homes. And then on this other side here, you have these alleys for the driveways or for the parking or the garages. And then these all face kind of a central courtyard area here, green space. So your front entry is back over here. And just, you know, great little front yard. Well, I wouldn't call it a yard necessarily, right? It's low maintenance, right? And then you have your green space right here. So these all face the green space here. And then you have your alley for your garage behind. So you're gonna see a lot of that stuff. Again, European village, so density, smaller yards. Again, there are some that have a little bit more space. We'll get to those here in a little bit. But just, I think you're already starting to see some of the variety and definitely that European influence here in Villebois. Okay, we're gonna pop into one of the homes here. Here's our first home tour for today. It was actually gonna be one of the townhomes first, but you know, this is how it worked out. So we are at one of the single family homes here, and this is one of the ones where there's the garage behind and the alley. And first thing that's really cool is how I just walked off the path, the main sidewalk here off the street, and you have this other path, this entry path that goes along the front of the houses here on this street. So you face the street, but you have this green space in between as a buffer, which I think is really cool. So you're not right up against the street, not right up against the sidewalk. You got a little bit more space and that buffer between you. Now these ones are a little bit closer just because of how, you know, the position it is, but you still have a little bit more of a buffer than you would have, you know, in a lot of developments where you're right up against the sidewalk. So let's pop in and take a look. Okay, we're gonna talk about this house, but just kind of a side note that I wanna mention here is that I feel like you really get some really good value here in Villebois, at least right now in the market. The price points are good. You have tons of amenities to enjoy here. And yeah, some of these houses aren't brand new, but you still have really nice homes in a really pretty decent price point. Plus you have it in a community with all of these amenities. So just kind of a little sidebar there. Secondary sidebar, yes, I have my sunglasses on in the house. I know that's weird, but you know, they're prescription and I can't see without them. And I forgot my regular ones to bring them with me. So, okay, let's take a look at this home. So this is a 3-bedroom. It is just over 2,000 square feet, and it is right in the 600,000 price point. So again, I feel like that's a pretty good value. There's quite a bit in here that's in that kind of upper 4s to 600,000 that I feel like is really a pretty good value for what you're getting. Now, are you a little bit tighter in some of those? If you're looking for something with, you know, a big yard and, you know, that sort of thing, maybe not quite the fit for you. But if you're looking for something, you know, value for the square footage and a lot of amenities, that's what you're gonna find here. So back to the house, 3-bedroom, about 2,000 square feet, new floors, granite countertops, nice kitchen cabinets, nice and open concept. You have this like really high vaulted ceiling here in the entryway, which feels great. There's actually a couple surprises in this one that I thought were pretty cool, so let's go check those out. But before we do that, you know, you got your little side deck here. Nothing huge, but big enough to get out and, you know, put a barbecue there. You can see you're a little bit close, right? But that's kind of what you get here. This walks down to the alley and then your garage down below. Dining space right here, right? Down here, these steps go down to the garage space down there. I really like the shoe rack and shiplap wall they did here. Nice touch, walking from the garage and you got a spot for your shoes. Half bath here. Got your washer, dryer, laundry room here. Right in here, you got your primary on the main, double sinks, tile counters, tile floors, walk-in shower, good size. You got your primary bedroom here. Again, a little more shiplap on the wall here, I like that. Very trendy, right? Walk-in closet with lots of space in here, the shelves, custom shelves and everything. I don't know how well I caught that, but there you go. And then upstairs, a couple cool things up here, so let's go check that out. Okay, so another bedroom up here. Another big closet here that I forgot to turn the light on for, so you probably can't see it very well. But big closet, decent sized room. I'm gonna come back to this. Another full bath here. Again, double sinks. Got a shower tub combo here, good size. Another bedroom here, and we'll show you one of the surprises in here. A good sized bedroom. Another really, good sized walk-in closet. And then here's the fun space, one of them. Check this out. Like if you're a kid, this is awesome, right? If this is your room and you've got your bedroom and right over here, right? Then you got your closet, and then you got your secret little escape to hide out. Super awesome. So that was one of the cool things that I saw in here. And then the other thing was I like this little office alcove here. So not huge, but it's a cool space. You got light in here, natural light in here, just big enough for a desk. Got some shelves. You got your barn door, so you can close that off for a little bit of privacy. Not as much a noise barrier, but at least kind of close it off from the kids. And hey, dad's at work, right? So that doesn't work very well, by the way. If they need you, they need you. But anyway, I think that's pretty cool. So 3-bedroom, little office alcove, 2.5 bath, both of them really good size, double sinks in both, big walk-in closets, new flooring, high ceilings, kitchen with really nice quality cabinets, granite countertops, and set off the street a little bit right at that $600,000 price point. This is a great house right here. I don't think I really showed the living room very well, but let's just do that real quick then. So dining room, kitchen, right? Front living room, fireplace, high ceilings, lots of windows. Yeah, this is a great home. I love it. Whoever buys this, you're gonna be right here in this community, walk right down to the Piazza. You got the market there, you got all of your amenities here. We'll get to some more of them here in a little bit. So there you go, there's house number 1. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that home tour. Let's continue to explore the community. Okay, I was planning on waiting until we got to one of the bigger parks right around the corner here, but walking right by, came out of that home tour, right at the end of this little pathway here is this little playground, this little pocket park right outside the doors of these homes here. So this is the kind of stuff you have here is you've got a lot of these big parks, the big community gathering areas. You've also got some of these little pocket playgrounds and stuff spread throughout the community. So pretty cool feature, especially if you have kids, want to have access to all that stuff. Most everywhere here in the community, you're not far from a park. Okay, we're gonna go check out one of the more main parks here in just a minute. Okay, now I'm at one of the bigger parks here in Villebois. I'm at Montague Park. This is literally about 60 seconds away from where I just was at that little playground outside of the home tour. So they're everywhere throughout the community here, and you've got these exercise things around this walking path here. You have a little putting green here. You have green space behind me, another playground way back there. You have the picnic area, the shelter over there. This is where the Wilsonville Thursday Farmers Market happens, where everybody gathers for those, all the food vendors and arts and crafts and all that stuff right here, Thursday evenings. So that's the kind of thing you get here is you have those gathering spaces that are available for community events, but you also have it right here at your fingertips to walk right out your front door. Hey, let's go for a walk. It's a beautiful day, right? You can do that in a neighborhood on the sidewalks and all that stuff, but you have all these parks here just to walk right down the street to. Again, if you have kids, great to be able to have all these available spaces to get them out and run around. And so yeah, maybe you don't have as big of a yard in a lot of these places, but you have a lot of opportunity outside of that to get to these spaces for them to run around, get on the playgrounds, and they're just literally right out your door, kind of no matter where you are in the community here, because there's so many of them sprinkled throughout. Okay, let's get to our second home tour. This is gonna be one of the attached townhome row home units, and it is right around the corner, so let's go check it out. Okay, as we're walking to our next destination here, you can see, again, a lot of these attached units here behind me. These are literally, you walk out the door and you're at Montague Park, just right around the corner. You have these across the street, single family homes, a little tight. You got the garage in the back, little front yard. Not a lot of yard cleanup, right? Low maintenance again, that's the thing here. So you have the HOA that is here, takes care of a lot of, again, it's gonna vary depending on what unit, what they take care of and how much that is, but low maintenance lifestyle, everything right at your fingertips. European influence in the lifestyle and in the design of the homes, you definitely see here. I love it. I don't know, I've actually never been to Europe. I really wanna go. So maybe this isn't actually European vibe at all, but no, again, that was the goal here, is lifestyle, European lifestyle and vibe and style and just that feel. So pretty cool. Let's get to our next home tour. Okay, we're at our next home tour, and this is a fantastic location here in Villebois. There really aren't any terrible locations here in Villebois. There's stuff all over the place. So most of the locations are great, but right here, you've got this townhome unit, 3 stories. We'll check it out in a minute, but you have, this way you have Edelweiss Park. Back that way you have where we came from, Montague, both within easy walking distance. You have the Village Piazza that way. So you have parks and the Piazza all within just a couple minute walk right here in this location. Let's go check out this house. Okay, first thing is, this is a end unit. So right away, that's a great extra benefit. You have lots of natural light, a little bit more than your interior units, because you're able to have those windows on the end where you can't have that in some of the interior units. Let's go check in the inside. Okay, let's talk about price point on this one really quick, because it might just blow you away. So this is 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath, plus a loft area. And this comes in right now at $485,000. So you get quite a bit for your money here. You get 1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, walking distance to all these amenities, and really pretty updated, which you'll see here in a minute, and all under $500,000. Fantastic. This is like kind of one of your options for getting in that stepping stone into the community. A little bit above the condo units. You can find some of those in the 300 range. But other than that, if you want a little bit more space and you don't want the condo, you want kind of the townhome feel instead, this is it right here. So a good example of that. Okay, so this particular unit has a bedroom down here. So this is one of the 3 on the main level here. You have a full bath well, not in each one of the bedrooms, in 2 of the bedrooms, and then the other one, it is right outside the bedroom, but this one has a full bath, walk-in shower, good sized room here on the main level, like right off your entryway. Walk in, you have these stairs here up to the main level. And then here's your main living right here, right up the stairs. You have your living space right here, nice high ceilings. You have your fireplace, you have your deck off the back, which is right above your garage where the alleyway is here. And then check out this kitchen. This kitchen is fantastic. Huge, long island here. I love this granite. This is a really cool, I really like this granite a lot, actually. This is a really unique granite. I think it looks great. Nice white cabinets, shaker style. Your dining space right here. And then you got the stairs up to the next level here. There's something cool up here that I'll show you. You have your half bath right here. So there's the half bath. And then up the stairs here, you have your additional bedrooms. So right here, this is your primary suite upstairs. You have a nice big room here. This little alcove with an extra window here. Again, if this is not an in unit, you don't have that window here for that extra, little thing, big difference. So, and then you have your full bath here, dual sinks, more of that granite countertop that I love. You have a walk-in shower in here as well. And then over this way, here's that 3rd full bath off the hallway. Nice, it's good size. Just 1 sink in here, your hall bath, right? And then your tub in there if you need that. Tub shower. And then here's your 3rd bedroom next to that, decent size. Couple good sized windows for natural light. And then up these couple stairs here, you have this little loft area. This is pretty cool. You could use this in a lot of different ways. Cool little hangout space, a nice kind of cozy TV room. You could use it as an office space. So lots of ways you could use this right here. I think this is a pretty neat feature. Okay, so that's a quick tour of this one. This one, Again, I think this is a great way to get into this community, upgraded, very nice, move-in ready, and at a price point that makes sense to get in here, under $500,000 to be in Villebois, walking distance to all the parks and amenities, and really a nice layout and good floor plan and plenty of room. So there you go. Okay, that was our last home tour for today. Let's go check out a little bit more of the community. Okay, as we're walking back to the Piazza here, just wanted to point out a couple other things. So here are some of the condo units here. They're pretty close to the Piazza, right? Walking distance. Well, a lot of stuff is walking distance to it, but these are like right next to it. And then the other thing that I think is cool is how this is all mixed together. So you have condos right here, right across the street, you have detached single family homes. Over on this corner, you have townhomes. So you have all the different housing types right here, just mixed throughout the community. I don't know, I always think that's really interesting. I think I pointed that out when I did our tour of Colina recently. I just think it's great to have that variety and have it all kind of mixed together. So pretty cool. We're heading back to the Piazza here, and then we're gonna check out another couple areas real quick here in the community. Okay, we're at another one of the parks here in Villebois. Again, there are tons of these spread throughout the community, and they all have something just a little bit different to offer. This one has a skate park right behind me here. Really cool feature here. I can't believe, maybe it's too hot today for someone to be out there, but another playground right here. And then you have some tennis courts over this way. So we're gonna check out a few more of the parks here, just so you can keep kind of getting a feel for all of what's here. But again, tons of parks. They're all spread out throughout the community, and they all have just a little bit something different to offer. So, you know, skate park, tennis, playgrounds, basketball courts, gathering spaces, picnic areas, all of that is here sprinkled throughout the community in the different parks. Let's go check out a couple more parks here in the community as we continue our tour. Cool, quick little note here that I just learned. I tried skating back in the day and it was never very good, but just talked to someone that was here in the community walking by and mentioned the skate park here. And apparently he said it was really good for all levels. So if you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you're, you know, professional maybe, you know, it's got something for everybody here in the skate park, which is pretty cool. So just thought that was a cool little side note. So let's keep moving. We're gonna check out a couple more parks and go from there. So let's go check out a couple more. Okay, I lied. We're gonna go check out a couple more parks, but I just kind of wanted to point out, this is another little spot where you have single level homes. So you get some more of your larger homes in this particular area of the community. So we're right again over kind of by the skate park, and out this way, there are some more larger single family homes. Kind of as you get towards the middle, this is like not completely 100% the case, but in general, the closer you get to that Piazza, that village square, the more density you have. So condos right up against the Piazza there, and then you're attached, and then you're kind of smaller detached, a little bit closer together with those alley driveways and the garage in the back, and then some more of your traditional, little bit larger square foot as you get out a little bit more towards the edges. So again, not a perfect rule of thumb, but essentially how it seems to be set up here in Villebois, which I realize that goes a little bit counter to what I said about everything being, you know, kind of mixed together. But again, you still do have that kind of variety in some of those sections like that I showed you earlier, where you have the condo, the townhome, the detached, all, you know, there together. So that still is also the case. Okay, now I am walking into another park here, and we're gonna get a little bit into the trees, which is great. A little bit of shade. It's kind of hot today, not as hot as it's gonna be this weekend, but definitely a little warm. And another playground, another green space, just more. You got trails right here going into the woods here. That's pretty awesome, right? Right here on the edge of the community, and we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. But you have that escape into nature here as well, if you want to get into the trees and into the shade and out of the sun. Okay, walking up to this park now, you've got another playground. So, you know, if your kids get tired of the one that's the closest to the house, hey, no problem, I'm tired of that park. Okay, that's fine. Let's go walk to the one down the road, right? And then, oh, you get tired of that one? Well, let's go find another one, right? There's tons of them here. So another covered space here for picnics. I don't know anything about pickleball, but I think this is a pickleball court because it's much smaller than a tennis court. So I'm assuming that's what that is. Oh yeah, look at that, pickleball court. Got to reserve it apparently, but you got your pickleball court there. You have basketball hoop, basketball court here. And again, right on the edge of this nice, quiet, forested area right here. Some walking trails right there. Okay, here we go, another park. You have, so that last one was Edelweiss Park. This is Piccadilly, and you have your sand volleyball court. You have horseshoes right here. You have yet another playground back here. So again, if you get tired of the one we were just at, come over to this one. I mean, I think you're getting the idea. Playgrounds, green spaces, activities, amenities, all available right here, just tons of them. You walk around the corner and you leave one and there's another one just waiting for you right around the corner. Okay, now at the edge of Piccadilly, there is the community center and pool, and great feature for the community here. It's pretty active today, a nice hot day. I'm sure it'll be very active this weekend when it's almost 100 degrees, but really cool to have that right here in the community. And now I'm walking right from Piccadilly right into another park. Look at that. So another park here, another playground, splash pad. It's just endless. You just keep going, and there's more parks, more amenities as you walk through the community. Yeah, so check it out. Splash pad, right? That's cool. Got a pond right here behind me and fountain. Just like I said, every park has its own little unique features. It's its own unique space with its own things to do. Okay, and I walked out of Sophia Park, which is the last one we were at with the splash pad, and walked across the street, and you will never guess, but guess what? Another park. So this one's got a nice big green space here. I don't see a playground at this one, but you know what? I guess I can't all have that. So another basketball court there. So man, I mean, this is, I'm seeing soccer field here, right? A little round of game of Frisbee golf, or not Frisbee golf, little game of ultimate Frisbee, right? Doing some ultimate Frisbee in this field here. I see it nice and flat, big, open. I see a lot of pickup soccer games or ultimate Frisbee right here in this park. Okay, yeah, and like I said, another basketball court down here. So just things to do, amenities everywhere, parks, basketball courts, pickleball courts, tennis courts, playgrounds, pool. I mean, you pretty much name it, and it is here at your fingertips, right out your front door. Let's not forget about the Piazza and the little market there, the coffee shop, the gathering space, the spaces for, your Thursday evening farmer's market. Just so many places to be able to gather as a community, so many places to be able to take your kids, take your family, go on walks, go to the park and ride your bike, or, basketball, all those things, right? So, I mean, it's all right here. And before we wrap up here, got one last surprise, and this one is pretty incredible. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now imagine with me for a second having all of these housing options and all these different price points and all of these amenities available at your fingertips, but also having really easy access to nature and walking paths and getting off of the city streets. Well, you don't have to imagine it because it's right here. I just walked out from Villebois into Graham Oak Nature Park, and this has 250 acres of nature preserve. It has 3 miles of trails for your biking, walking, take your dog out. Not that there's not plenty of opportunity to do that within the community itself, but if you want to get out into nature a little bit more and get into the preserve, it is right here next to the community. So you've got that available too. So all the amenities plus the ability to escape and get out in nature right here out your front door. I mean, this community is absolutely fantastic. Okay, I could literally spend multiple days here shooting and not catch everything. We saw a couple homes today, but there's certainly more variety that we didn't get to see today. Condos, a little bit bigger homes. We kind of saw a couple right in the mid price point, but you kind of, I think, get the idea. There is tons here. There are a lot of options. There's a broad spectrum of price point, of home type. So whatever your needs are, whatever your desires are, whatever you're looking for in housing is probably here available, you know, unless you're looking for acreage, which, you know, that's fine. That's not this, but we talked about that in some other videos. So if you want to look at that as an option, definitely have some other things for you to check out. But this is that community, European style walkability, the village center, the village square, the parks, the amenities, the walkability, all of that right at your fingertips right here in Villebois. I think this community is absolutely fantastic. I think a lot of people agree. If you want more information about, you know, any of the homes that we talked about in here, or you want more information about the community in general, make sure you fill out the form below and I'll get in touch with you, or just give me a call, shoot me an email. I will connect with you and look forward to chatting with you about your home needs and seeing if Villebois is a fit for you. We'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.